Hi friends, today I am going to explain the topic of streams. Normally this streams topic is very useful for the people who are going to attend the interviews. Not only for the freshers, also for the experienced people. This concept is very useful. But before starting the streams, the people who are familiar idea about the collections, they can easily grab the knowledge about the streams. Why? Because the operations we are performing completely on the collections here and uh, so let's start the streams. Streams is not a collection process we interfaces we are using. Uh, so here let's start the program. Here I just have created a method like get integer list, so where I have created the list and appended some of the integer elements inside of it, and I have written this list from this method. So normally we know if you want to access the method outside the static main method, either we need to make this method as a static or we have to create the object of it and then we can access directly. There's streams basics equal to names streams basic streams basics dot get integer list. So here we are getting this integer list. So before starting, couple of operations I want to discuss about it. One is limit operator, filter and map, reducer, sorting, and reverse sorting. So normally if you want to write these operations on the Java 7 code, the number of lines being increased. But if you see other streams on surprising part, whenever we apply these operators, the number of lines will be reduced. I can surely say it will be one or two lines, not more than that. So let's start one by one operators we can perform on the collections. So first I will start with limit operator. So here integer list streams dot limit. So I just want to take first four elements of a element of the list. Here I have used the, and if I want to print first four elements from the list means we have to use the for each, and here we have to mention the consumer either way we can mention like consumer. Normally from the integer whatever element it is the type of integer, you can give the integer consumer. Here I just mention system dot out dot println. Either way I can mention like this integer consumer, or directly I can mention this one inside of it. Both are same. So the main intention why I have written separately the consumer is I just want to show the for each statement internally it accepts the consumer. That's what I just want to mention over here. I am just going to mention the system dot out dot println uh, limit operator for showing specific limit of items from the list. See, if I run this program, if you see the output, there are four elements which are being top of the list have been displayed: 91, 80, 33 and 20. Those have been displayed here. So similarly, I also want to perform the filter operator first, and then we can use the map operator. First I will start with the filter operator. So same integer dot list stream filter each value. This variable name you can take anything, because just for the filter we usually need to pass the predicate here, value percent here modulus equal to 0 means we are only accepting the integer elements from the list, those we are going to print. System dot out dot println. So directly I'm going to print these values here, which are bin. So normally if you take the filter, either we can take the predicate here, predicate of integer predicate. This predicate also is part of util function. So usually we take the parameter as value modulus operator to equal to 0. So this is the predicate we are going to use. Directly we can use here instead of this statement like this, and this can be applied. So here I'm just going to write the print statement, system dot out dot println extracting even numbers from the list. So rather than writing that predicate over there, I just want to copy this as a separate over there. I just want to copy and paste here. Then the line will become a single line rather than writing in the multiple lines. So if I run this program, if I see here, so only the even numbers we are going to print here. Remaining odd numbers will not come. Why? Because we have put a limit filtered with % to equal to 0. Means whenever the remainder comes 0 only, it will consider as a even number. So along with, I also want to make perform the map operator. So same thing, I just keep the slash n by because it will come into next another line. System dot out dot println using map operator multiplying even numbers with 2. So what I'm going to do, first I need to extract with even numbers by using filter, and then by using the map operator I need to do the multiplication of those even numbers with 2. So just see here, only thing we just have to remember, this filter is nothing but it just from our list we are just applying the filter, means we are going to retrieve the specific elements by using one boolean operator that we call as filter. Map means if you are going to make a change on the our collection is nothing but map. Map means we are going to change the existing structure of our collection object. Let's see the one of the example here. Integer list stream dot filter filter, same thing I will use here, this predicate. Why? Because I just want to take the even numbers, and for those even numbers I just want to apply multiplication of 2. So similar thing I just want to print from here, for each system dot out dot println. If you run this program, see here we are getting the so each even number we are multiplying with 2. 80 is converted as 160, 20 is converted as 40, and 44 is converted as 88, 72 is converted as 144, and 84 is converted as 168. Why? Because we did a multiplication of with 2. So, and also I just want to show few more examples related to reducer. Reducer is nothing but we are going to call the we are going to do the aggregation operations. For example, if you want to do the sum of all the elements or multiplication of all the elements, in that case we can go for the reducer. Let's see one of the example. And if you want to get the max number or min number, Normally if you go to the Java 7, there will be a lot of number of lines of code if you want to apply to get the max number or min number. But while using the stream operator, just a single line of code to get everything as a result. See, I'm going to apply reducer and want to do the sum of all the values from the integer list. Stream filter. So here not applying the filter, I'm just, so normally for the reduce, it will take two parameters as a values. One is val1 and val2. I am just taking the variable names, that is your choice, whatever you want to take. I'm just applying val1 plus val2. So normally this reducer will give the optional value. So one of the feature with optional is from, it comes from the Java 8 to avoid null pointer exception. Here it will return the integer optional sum. I just take some. So to get the value from option, I just take the optional sum dot if present. Then I am going to print this one, system dot out dot println optional sum dot get. So this is I am just showing 1 minute, one argument but found 0. So here I missed to close the bracket. This is correct. Reduce is present, not if present, is present. Sorry, this is a mistake. So here optional dot get, I am just going to show the message also being here. Sum of all elements from the list. Here also I will just keep /n because he has to come into the next line. See here, the sum of all the elements from the list is 140. Sorry, 440 is the values. So let me run this one again. Maybe it's been appearing with confusion. So it is 440. See here. So 91 plus 80 plus 33 plus 20 plus 44 plus 72 plus 11 plus 5 plus 84 equal to 440. And so, and also on the reducer, I will show the couple of things, because it is very pretty simple. While we go for the interview and they will ask for uh, to find out the max or min element from the list. Usually people write at the Java 7 code by taking some temp variables or max variable and min variable, and writing a lot of code inside of the code, inside of a for loop statement, and the number of variables and lines of code being increased. To avoid the situation, see here, similarly I just want to take the same integer list here, integer list dot stream dot reduce, and similarly for the reduce it will take the two values as a parameters, val2, and here what I do, if val1 less than val2 means I am going to return val1, otherwise val2. Here I am just using the conditional operators. So this is the condition. If this condition is true means I am going to return the val1. If it is false means I am going to return the val2. That is what I am doing here. So since it is a rather than taking the optional value directly, I can use the get variable here, and integer dot, here I am taking the min value, system dot out dot println min value from the list, See here, min value. So let me just run the program. See, the min value is 5. If you see the list, the min value is 5. So similarly, I can also write for the max value. Just copy this one and print here. I am just, rather than using the less than symbol, I will use the greater than, and I will change the name max value, the variable name. Same thing I will print here, max value. So I just have run the program. If you see, min value is 5 and max value is 91 from the list. So this is pretty easy. We can find the min value or max value by using a single line of code. And next one is sorting either ascending order or reverse order. Descending order. Reverse means I am calling as descending order. So here I will take the same integer list dot stream dot sort. We have the directly the sorted method. If you just sorted, and we can use the collect, or we can use directly the for each. There won't be any issue if you are using for each too also. System dot out dot println. I will just write the statement here, system dot out dot println printing the elements values, printing values from list in ascending order. So let's run this program. See here, the elements from the list are being ascending order. If you see here, 5 to 91, 5, 11, 20, 31, 34, 44, 72, 80, 84, 91. These are being ascending order. Similarly, if I want to apply same in a descending order, I just copy these two lines of code. I will change this as descending order, and rather than just leaving as a sorted, I am going to take a comparator. So here I am just give the reverse order. So let's run this program. See, now it is coming in a descending order from top to bottom. So this is the ascending order and this is the descending order. So now just we have seen the operations on the list. We haven't taken any object here. Just we are doing the plain operations on the plain collection integer object. So rather than that, I'm also going to show while we do perform the operations on any objects which are specific to employee or any of the objects, any custom defined objects. So for that I have taken another class where I have defined a this is the employee object we have taken, where we have the three attributes: employee number, employee name, salary, and also we have created the argument constructor while passing these three values, and from this constructor we are going to initialize the values. And also I have created the getters and setters, and we also define the toString method here. So come here in the string object basics. So from this method I just have created the employee objects, and with arrays.asList I kept all of these employee objects into a list, so that with this method we can get the list of employees. So for to access this method, we know already the main method is just static. Either we can make this one as a static, or by using the object, by creating the object of the class, we can access this method. I would prefer to create the object of a class. new streams basics dot get employees. So, so while we discussed same as we discussed for the integers, we did the operations limit, filter, map, reducer, sorting, and also one additional thing we are going to discussing on this one is joining. So, so here we got the employees object, list of employees. Sorry, here list of employee. I will just the name as employee list. So before starting, I just want here also I want to print the list limit variable. So employee list, on the list we need to do the stream operation, and then we have to use the limit operator. I want to take the max 4, and similarly I just want to print for each system dot out dot println. So normally if you see here, we are directly printing the employee object from the println. So for this println, we have written the toString method. This will be called over here. If you are not writing this directly, if you are not writing this toString means directly it will print the hash code value of the object. To avoid that problem, I just overridden the toString method. So the values inside the employee object will be printed on the console. So let me start this program. Edit configurations. We have the streams object. Okay, and run this one. See, it has printed first 4 elements from the list. If you see here, first 4 are employee number 10, 20, 30, and 40. These 4 have been printed. And I just print the system.out.println without having any confusion. Printing first 4 employee objects from the list. So next we are going to perform the operations of filter. So I do want to perform the operations, filter operations on salary. Let's see, I just want to take the salary whose less than 5,000, whose salary is less than 5,000. So here employee list dot stream dot filter, sorry, not for each, filter. So here I will take either the variable name, that is our own choice. I'm just taking employee dot get salary whose salary is less than 5,000. Those values only I have to take, and I have to print here system dot out dot print. So there are two ways here. Either we can print like this way, or there is a specific way. Rather than printing in the system.out.println, we also do the collect dot collectors dot to list. Means here I am only creating a separate list by extracting the specific employees whose salary is less than 5,000. With that employees, I am creating a new list here. Employee salary wise employee list, salary less than 5k employee. I am just naming this variable as this one. In the similar way, if I want to print this one, means again I have to do the for each for it. Employees, I will take plural. Just apply the for each and system dot out dot println. I'm just going. Similar thing we can do apply here also. Here I am just showing how can we take the sub list of employee object by having this specific condition like as less than 5,000 as a salary. Let's run this one. Here things have been combined for the top output and bottom output. I will do separate system dot out dot println employee salary less than 5,000. We do apply slash n, would be better to see. See here, employees are then less than 5,000. These four employees we found. One is the 1,000, 3,000, 400, 1,000 and 2,000. Since we only kept the less than 5,000, the 5,000 value will not come. If you keep the less than or equal to, then this value also will come with the name of SAN. So we have seen the filter operation, and also I do want to perform the map operation like we did for integer list earlier. See here employee list, I'm taking the string. Here also I want to do the filter on employee salary less than 5,000, employee dot get salary less than 5,000, and I want to do the perform the operations on salary, that is employee dot employee dot get. Here I am doing a set salary. What I am doing that employee dot get salary into 2. See here, so required type is string, we are getting as integer. So let me go inside of this. Okay, here this set salary. So rather than appending like this way directly, what I do, I would prefer to do like this way, employee dot set salary into 2 and return employee. So it is going to return the employee, and then I am going to filter this one, system dot out dot println. So if I run this one, if you see, again it is going to be clumsy. Why? Because I haven't separated. Let me write this, separate a system dot out dot println. Double the salary, doubles employee salary, where whose salary is less than 5k 5,000. So if you see here, see here, for 1,000 salary for Ganesh I have changed to 2,000, and 3,000 as 6,000, and 4,000 as 8,000, and 2,000 as 4,000. We just have double the salary whose salary is less than 5,000. And with that we have done the one of the example for filter and map. Along with that, I just want to show the sort with reverse sorting also. So here employee list dot string dot I just want to perform the sort operation. Here comparator dot comparing. Here I just want to take employee get salary. With that salary I just want to make the sort operations, and then for each each employee I just want to print here system dot out dot println. So printing the employees, I just want to make sure the system dot out dot println. Printing the employees in a sorted order by salary. So let me start this one. See here, I just ordered the employees by the based upon the salary 2000, 4000, 6000, 7000, 8000, 9000. These all are been ordered now. Similarly, so next operation we can see for the joining employee list dot stream dot here I am not going to perform the operations on the employee directly. I will take collect dot collectors dot joining. Here I have to take the map operator. Only the employee names I am going to map. Employee dot get employee name. After getting the employees names, with those employees name I am just appending those employees with the comma separator. So these one will come with as a string employee names. So let me print this one. System dot out dot println employee names in employee names by joining with comma separator. Comma separator. See here, I'm just going to print employee names. Let's see the output. So see here, the employee names from the employee list all we have printed with a comma separator. Thus it guys for the today's streams concept. I will come up with few more operators from the streams for the next couple of sessions for this topic. Thanks team.